everybody, welcome to our penultimate Don't Worry, Be Happy. And we're going to be looking again at that verse we've been exploring the last couple of days from Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 and verse 6. Lean on, trust in and be confident in the Lord with all your heart and mind, and do not rely on your own insight and understanding. In all your ways know, recognize and acknowledge him, and he will direct and make straight and plain your paths. Today, I want to share with you what I think is a hugely important lesson, a hugely important principle. One of the things that I've discovered and realised over the course of my life is that the biggest barrier to living worry-free and missing out on happiness is something that I call the independence trap. By that I mean going through life trying to handle everything on our own. Now I'm sure we've all been in situations like that, haven't we, where we tried to handle it ourselves and we've ended up actually making things a lot worse because we tried and failed to handle them in a way that turned out not very well. And I've learned that this desire to be independent and handle all these things myself is actually rooted in fear. Let me explain that. It's a fear that if I don't handle it, there won't be anybody else around to help me. But it's also the fear that if it's too risky to trust God in case he doesn't get it to turn out the way I want him to get it to turn out. But the truth is this: it's too risky not to trust God with everything. Let me say that again. It's too risky not to trust God with everything. See, one of the ways this is manifested in my life is to decide that I'm going to trust God and I'm going to step out in faith with something, and then I find myself just over time drifting into this kind of position where I'm kind of working on a backup plan and a few other ideas in case God doesn't get it to work out quite as I wanted him to get it to work out. And again, the truth is that I need to realise, and we all need to realise, is that God already has multiple great plans for your life. And he always has multiple creative ways to handle the problems that you're facing. He already has a strategy that's so much better than any strategy that you're going to come up with. So here's the bottom line. Independence from God is a sure sign of spiritual immaturity. Independence from God is a sure sign of spiritual immaturity. You see, it's good to plan, isn't it? And I said that, I think, in the last session, but it's good to plan. But sometimes we're going to have to remember to lay aside our plans for a while, pause, reflect, listen to what God has planned. And, you know, whilst it's wise to plan and it's also wise to work the plan, it's not good to plan without involving God in every stage of the process. And it's unwise just to pile ahead and try and work everything out without his help. Yes, work the plan, but let God show you the best plan and the steps to take. Why am I telling you all this? Because I believe that we're entering a time where it's no longer possible for believers just to get away with steaming ahead, trying to work out their own lives, trying to work out their own plans, trying to work out their next career moves or relationship moves or whatever, and just piling ahead and expecting God to bless their plan or bail them out when things go wrong. There's too many things wrong in the world for that to be a recipe for worry-free living and being happy. In these times, it's vital to avoid the independence trap. And I want to urge you and encourage you with all my strength to say you must avoid this independence trap. Stay close to the one who'll direct your path. Stay close to the one who'll make that path straight. Stay close to the one who goes ahead of you. So I want to encourage you to do that, to live believing that God knows and that he knows best. So let me pray for you. Father, I'm sorry for all the times that I've gone ahead independent of you and not involve you in my plans and my efforts and my ideas. I desire to grow ahead in to grow in hearing your voice and following your lead, and ask you to help me do this. Amen.